Welcome to the Cursed Castle, dear Doom Scroller. So this is one of these solo of the month games by Gabe Productions. I decided to get this retail version from the secondary market. It cost me about 27 euros, including shipping. And the reason was that it has all these cubes and it has dice that are D3. And I was curious how this video box would work. And it also has these tokens. So yeah, you can make this with a PNP pledge because yeah, you would need also purple dice, and you would need extra cubes and glue over the faces. The strange thing is about these that some are pips and some are numbers. The pips are for pip things and the numbers are for number things. As you know, this game is rated 7.8, so and for April 2025 on BGG. And it's supposed to be extremely hard and brutal, and yeah, I played around with looking up the rulebook. I made it to through the first dungeon, but the boss is indeed, well, there's nothing hard about it. It's just impossible to defeat it with just a single wounded hero remaining. So everything starts at white side. When a damage is applied, it flips to the red side, and if another damage is applied, then it gets removed. You start with 3 heroes. This is there are a few playthroughs, but the card design has been changed a little bit, and the rule book is not that great. So I'm a bit conflicted about this game. It says here 15 equipment cards. These cards are cards with equipment, and there are cards that are like so, and these are hero ability cards. And equipment cards, you don't get them as equipment card, but they are primarily via the merchant. The merchant is the one time that you can buy cards and the equipment deck. So that threw me off a little bit, because I was counting the equipment cards, and the total is 15, 7 plus 8. So there are 8 of those equipment cards, and they should be named market cards, because they are drawn from the market. If you beat this skill test and you draw 3, and you add 1 of those as ability. And these abilities are not numbered, and the 6 abilities that are that you start the game with are numbered 1 to 6, and the number is used when you get applied an disorient or stun token. You roll a die and then you place one of those stun tokens on the ability to disable it. You can remove the stun via a heal action. And that is how to get rid of this. There is also poison that can be applied to heroes. Poison is just added to the party, and then you apply 1 wound in the future turn, so it has a delayed effect. And that's about all. It's very simple mechanics, basically. But the rulebook is very unclear, and the organization is also such that it's hard to find things, and some aspects are not mentioned at all. So, for example, you start. Yeah, the rules have been explained, but basically it is like you start with. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, so you start with a deck, and there are 4 of these decks. So you have to go through the 21 cards, 20 cards basically, and in the middle you add both the mini boss that belongs to the deck. So the decks are numbered 1. So this is all ones. So this is Dungeon 1. You place the mini boss on top of the merchant card, and then you draw cards. There are 5. Well, there are 6 or 7 heroes, and you fill up the. This is the hero row, and this is the enemy row. And then red cards get set aside. This reminded me of an equally bad game, because the whole point here is that if you win or lose, it's a skirmish thing, and there is no real scoring of any kind. There are difficulty modifiers, but they are scattered somewhere in the back. Where is it? Yeah, advanced modes. It also talks about wandering monsters, and there is. The wandering monsters are the ABC cards, and it says here you can replace some of the easier enemies in a dungeon with a group of wandering monsters. But what is a group of wandering monsters? I think it's all of A or all of B or all of C, and how are these related to each other? It's unclear, and how many is some cards. So what this game needs is actually what we had in Paperback Adventures, and it's called, how is it called? Plot twists. So with plot twists, this game needs plot twists. You can change the rules to make it easier or harder, and that is a very good and organized way. And ideally, the advanced modes and the gauntlet and the full party mode should be in the form of plot twists, which I could make, but it's actually the designer's job. This game was meticulously developed, supposedly from Cursed Castle, which had a scoring of 5.8, and I think the 7.8 will be very quickly go to 6, as per the average Gabe Barrett rating. So it needs to be reorganized a little bit. The abilities can be flipped to a yellow side, upgraded side, on some cards with a pentagram. I don't know why it's a pentagram. And they are, not very enticing, to say the least. And this randomness of the dungeon, you could get completely screwed, of course. I'm going to check if a full, fresh, crispy set of heroes, so on the white side, can actually defeat this boss, so with a dungeon size of 0. I don't think that's even possible. Then, the randomness of this attrition game reminds me of Dungeon Brawler, which was an equally bad game because everything was uniformly distributed. So you had a dungeon roll, you had a loot roll, and anything could happen on the dungeon roll, and anything could appear on the loot roll. But here you have more rich content, and it was even cheaper than this game. So I'm actually going to make an FAQ and add it to my Dungeon Brawler